Right.
All right, Mayor and Council, just kind of give you a brief overview of the police department. There's a lot of you that been through our Citizens Police Academy, and this kind of old hat to you, but stick with it. Hopefully you'll hear something that you don't know yet. So, police department, this is our organizational chart as it stands right now. It's kind of flat, and we hope to make it even flatter than that in the coming year. Our thought is to get as many people on the street and working in criminal investigation as possible, and kind of weed out some levels of supervision that takes resources off the street and puts it in the office. So we want more people out on the street, fewer people in the office, and that's kind of our goal for the coming year. And we're able to do that because we've had a lot of retirements over the last year. Had 2 captains and a sergeant retire since the first of the year, almost since September, I guess. Police department made up of administration, and that's me, the assistant chief, Captain Landers, and then we have a lieutenant in there, and our secretary. And out of administration, we run the code compliance. That's Mr. Patterson and his band of merry men. Emergency management is run out of there, and that's Assistant Chief Bob Freeman is our emergency manager, and Lieutenant Joe Kraft is the guy that kind of handles the day-to-day operations of that. And due to our retirements, we've had Lieutenant Kraft is also our professional standards guy for the time being, and that's internal affairs, that's recruitment. That professional standards carries a lot of different hats in there. So we kind of got Lieutenant Kraft kind of spread kind of thin, but he's got some help coming hopefully around October or so. The patrol, we've got a lieutenant, of course, 4 sergeants, and some senior corporals. Those guys, they answered 39,000 calls for service last year, issued 27,000 citations, made 5,000 arrests, and really for us, the arrests that we really track with them are DWI arrests, and they took 214 intoxicated drivers off the streets of Euless last year. And I will promise you that was not all of them. Those were just the ones we caught. And in a growing, something that continues to just expand terribly, and that is our interactions with mental health services. We had over 366 people last year that patrol had to go out and deal with and help get them mental health services through Tarrant County Mental Health Mental Retardation. Some of that is we have to actually take them under what we call an emergency committal and take them to John Peter Smith Hospital. And we used to do one every month or so, and now it's almost to the point that we do, some days we do 3 or 4 a day. And some days, of course, we don't do any, but it's going to average 1, maybe 1.5 a day this year. It's just, that just continues to go through the roof. And we've got plans in place, and we've got some programs out there that are attacking that very issue. And we're hoping that we can continue to have an impact on that, and maybe free those officers up and find another avenue to get people help. But there's some legislative issues that are going to have to be solved before we can really get a handle on that. Our criminal investigation unit, I would stack them up against any investigative unit anywhere. These are the best you can find. Last year they took 4,000 cases. They had a clearance rate, overall clearance rate of 66.7%. And that's really unheard of. The national average is 32%. And those guys and gals just do a great job. We have some, of course, we have our own crime scene techs, and we have some crime scene. We have 4 on patrol. We have 1 guy in CID assigned full time to be a crime scene guy. And what he does is he processes the information, the evidence, and he's kind of the guy that keeps all that together and makes sure that our crime scene techs in patrol get the training and the resources they need to be successful. We are involved with narcotics task force that Northeast Tarrant County. It's countywide, but there's just a division of it for Northeast Tarrant County, and we're very active in that. We're very active in the auto theft task force, And we do have a victim liaison, and that's the person that we split between First Bedford and Euless. That's one person, and she takes care of all 3 cities, and that is to make sure that our victims of crime, especially victim of violent crime, are aware of all the resources that are available to them and all the programs available to them, made to them through the state, and make sure that they get what they need and kind of become an advocate for the victim. Sometimes the victim is the last person thought of in our criminal justice system, and this is hopefully, this is done to make sure that the victim is not the last person thought of, but constantly thought of, and hopefully we get them to the right program to help them recover. We have two officers assigned to the Special Crimes Unit, and if you want to go out and witness crime in Euless from a perspective, not the patrol officer's perspective, and these other guys, those guys are great about that. They see stuff and make arrests like you just would not believe some of the things they run across in their day-to-day work. Our jail, our property, same operation. We have a lieutenant that's really over both of those right now, but we will remedy that soon. In the jail, of course, we 24-hour-a-day operation in the jail for us. We have, last year, we booked in 4,500 ICE prisoners, and for those of you who don't know, we have a contract with Immigration Customs Enforcement, and they bring people that are on their way to be sent back to their country of origin. They come and stay with us. It's not, we don't house them for long. It's usually an overnight or at the most 2-night stay with us, and then they go on and to whatever fate awaits them through the judicial process, I guess. But we had 4,500 of them last year. We have 3,800 of our city prisoners that are in there. Those guys and gals in the jail just do a great job. If you ever get a chance to go back there, I'm sure some of you have been there, maybe all of you, but just how clean and what a great operation that is. I think, Mr. Price, you kind of got a first-hand knowledge. Mr. Price's son worked with us back there for several years, and he did us a great job. In communications, we've got, that's where 911 rings for police and fire, and EMF all rings in that office. Looking at our stats for last year, we had a 49-second turnover rate from the time that the call comes in to the time that they push the button and dispatch fire is 49 seconds. That's phenomenal. For the police, it's 1 minute and 12 seconds, and again, there's reasons for that. We have to ask more questions. You know, most people say the place is on fire, where, and that gets out real quick. If someone says, well, somebody's here, you know, somebody just robbed me, well, what does he look like? We've got to ask more questions on the police side than we do on the fire side.
You can't win him.
Information services, we have most all of you know Gary Gregg, and I'll bring him in and let him explain everything he does if you like. But he does us an absolutely outstanding job, and we would really be lost without him. He keeps us on the front side of technology, and he keeps all of our stuff up and running. He has an officer assigned to him that also is kind of his right-hand guy when it comes to keeping our computers and our networks all up and going. He's also, Gary Gregg's also over our records section, and in records we have a supervisor in there plus 4 records clerk. And then our guys that kind of do everything else, and that's our community service guys. That's Tony and James and Chris. They do everything from National Night Out, to Citizens Police Academy, to come inspect your home for make it a little more safe, keep the burglars out, and your stuff. In our summer camp, they run like 14 different programs out of our office, and those guys stay on the run all the time. And another program we're really glad that we have is our school resource officers. That's a 50-50 split on their salary and benefit of the school district. We pay half, they pay half, and officers are assigned full-time at the school, and it's secondary school, Trinity, Central, Euless Junior High, and AEP Keys. So they're there, and that keeps us from running up our patrol resources into those schools during the day. Plus, those officers become a very integral part in the operation of that school, and very good at building relationships with students and with teachers and with the staff and with the school district administration. That program is probably the best things we got going as far as keeping a handle on youth issues and youth crime, juvenile crime in the community. And I want to talk about some of the police officers. These guys are in the police academy right now. Brian, Patrick, none of them have any police experience. They came to us just as green as they could be, but what we want to do is we pick very good guys and very good gals, and we're very proud of these two. We're very proud of these two. All four of those are in the academy together, and they should be out in the next, I think, 8 weeks or something like that. They should be coming out. We have 5 in training right now. And then 5 in the academy. And this guy right here, Eric Philo, always smiling. You can't wipe that smile off his face. He grew up in Euless, and we have for the last, I guess, 10 or 12 years been trying to get us a Tongan officer. And he is from the Tongan community here in Euless. He graduated from Sam Houston State University with a degree in criminal justice. He would come see me during his college career and say, "Chief Brown, I would really like to come to work for you someday." I'd say, "Eric, get your education and come see me." And he got his education and he came to see me. He was a football player at Trinity, and he went on and played football at Sam Houston. He was, I think, second string All-American. He was nominated as the NCAA football comeback player of the year last year because the year before he broke his neck, and he came back last year and played. Just a great kid, Euless product, and you can't talk to anyone at Trinity High School who knew him, or anyone in the community knows him, and not realize just what a special guy he is. And we're very, very pleased that he's with us and he come to join us. We've got 2 more openings we're trying to fill right now. We've got 2 openings in dispatch. We've had very good luck over the last 5 years keeping that office very stable. We had one quit to go home to be a mom, and so you can't take that away from her. She wanted to go do that. And then one that we had got through training. She had done great, and we were looking for a great long career from her, and then all of a sudden she had some medical issues and she had to leave. So we still have our part-time dispatch program that's working, so that's helping fill that gap. But we're trying hard to fill 2 police officer positions and 2 dispatcher positions. Any questions?
Well, as a reminder, nationwide, this is National Police Week, Police Appreciation Week.